I did grow up without a dad. I knew who my dad was, but partially I had him. But this is more of my life. I've been without my dad longer than I was with him.
Yeah. But when you had the relationship you did have, you can still kind of rekindle those in your brain.
Oh, definitely. Okay. I mean, for the most part, but they're only from as a kid. They're only from being a kid.
So it's almost like, man, you missed my graduation.
Yeah, like I remember ice cream, how it tasted for the first time. I just know that I like ice cream, but I don't remember like ice cream. Okay. Like, man, like
yeah.
I remember that.
I got you.
Like you don't remember that first time you had ice cream. You was like, shit. Mm-hmm. You just know, I like ice cream. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I know who my dad was. I love my dad, but I don't remember my dad like that. Mm-hmm. Like to where something sticks out to be like I remember being a kid and him taking me places all the time. He was always there, but I mean, like, I don't necessarily remember completely. But I mean, which is the question of the day. When parents turn when kids turn 18, why do they parents in the black community tell them that you got to go?
It's like historic. I mean, that comes from long before them. Mm-hmm. That was their parents.
Yep.
So then that just got like into the fabric and the DNA of the 80s, 90s baby.
Picking up where they left off.
Yeah, so
it's like a revolving door, over as opposed to white people.
And and then when you was a kid, even in school amongst your friends, peers, around, going to barbecues, picnics, gatherings, you heard it. 18, you gotta go.
Yeah, you like. Like, damn,
where I'm going?
And now as a parent, now when I look at it, I'm sitting here like,
man, worst idea.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
worst idea.
The shit
even the whole thing about the whole college thing, like, oh, when he turn 18, he getting out of here, he going somewhere.
I mean,
like, if you gonna say it, don't say it like that.
But then what you saying, Ray John, that it's like said over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
So now it's just embedded in your head.
I was gonna say it's instilled in you now, yo.
So you graduate high school,
I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more pressure even when you in high school, like
you thinking about it, like, do I really want to?
But then when you think of I gotta go, where am I going? Mm-hmm. I don't know where that is. But but I've been told that I have to go.
I gotta get a job.
So my mom has a house, or my parents have a house. We live in a house. They pay to live in this house. And now I have to go do the same thing, but I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Nobody do. Not at 18?
Exactly. And I mean, it happened to me. I mean, not from my mom. My mom, when I turned 18, I had already had my daughter by that time. But again, I didn't have that opportunity to be like, hey, let me get right, because my mom got sick. So when my mom got sick, she went and lived with my grandma. So and then my mom had asked my grandma one time, like, Nathan, he needs somewhere to go to. My grandma, he grown. I mean, I love grandson, but he can't stay here.
So you got pushed into manhood fast.
Mm-hmm.
And you had your first child when?
17.
So I always say this story, now you can relate too. We made a decision to become a father before we became a man.
Mm-hmm. That's deep.
Backwards.
Yep. Backwards as hell.
So now you trying to figure out how to raise the kid.
And yourself.
And I'm a kid. Babies having babies.
Yeah, that bothers me. I really hate that.
You doing everything that's quote unquote right. Mm-hmm. And get this, let me take care of that.
And from that point, I moved down to Atlanta with my sister. And
so you got uprooted.
Yeah, I moved
from
because I had nowhere to go here.
So now you
really, it's like I got so many again. I said, hey, okay, I'm gonna go move. I'm gonna get things better for my daughter. Get things better for my wife, well, girlfriend at the time. But I'm gonna do right. I was making like $10 an hour down in Atlanta,
booming,
and
$10 was a lot then.
Yeah. But then my sister was like, well, you can't stay here for free.
You gotta pay rent.
You gotta pay rent, baby. You gotta pay to stay here. Granted, I didn't have a room when and I'm like, and so I talked to her even to this day, like, man, she like, well, and she goes by like, no, I gotta pay. And I mean, one day we may have her on here so she can defend herself on that, but she has a saying on how she says it and what she means by it. And I say, okay, Kiera's 16 years old now. When Kiera turns 18, you don't have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pay bills.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're here or not, my bills are still gonna be here. And if you're not in a position to get your shit together and go live life, and me pushing you out there, that ain't gonna help you.
The plus is during that time though, you can also maybe, I'm not saying have her pay a bill, but
she can pay her own bill, her own cell phone bill,
right? Or that's that. Let me get that from you so I can put it over here and put this away.
And I do that now. She hates it
what
now,
I'm saying?
but you'll understand it in the
Correct.
future.
In the long run.
And that's why I say, like, I want you to. Okay, I think about, I'm not gonna have you pay rent. No, you're not gonna pay rent, but I need to start teaching you responsibilities that need to be taught, so that when it's time for you to go, you know what you're supposed to do. Man. And we don't do that as a people as much
at all.
I see a lot of I got friends growing up with that were white, and even when they went to college, they come back from college. I'm living with my parents.
I see it all the time.
So I gotta do this, I gotta do that. They're not paying rent.
The thing behind it is they go to school, establish themselves, they come home, they got a decent job, they stay there until they can get out on their own. That can come at like 22, 23. We looking at that in our community like, you still grown thing with your parents?
Real.
You know what I'm saying?
You laughed. I was gonna say you laughed at.
Yeah.
We laughed at by our community.
Yeah. Like it's like,
and it's cool for everybody else.
He's still living at home with his mama and shit. Like
because
but
it became a status that I was out on my own. I got my own. I got my own. So now I confront y'all both and saying, y'all still stay with y'all parents? I got my own. This is how you do it. You know what I mean? On the flip side, they come home, they just get a decent job. They establish themselves. They get out 23, 24, maybe 25 years old.
And look at their bank account.
You know what I'm saying? They walking out the door. They set.
Their credit score is a 750.
Because they were an authorized signer on Pops and Mom's credit card since they was 19 and didn't even know.
it. So check it out.
You know what I'm saying?
So check it out. So my situation.
But our community, we putting lights in the baby name.
Yep. So check it out. My situation. Kind of the same, kind of different. So I grew up with my grandma.
Yep.
And so after high school, my grandma didn't say, "Oh, you got to get out or nothing." Only thing my grandma said is either you gonna go to college or you gonna get a job. And I was cool with that. So I couldn't find a job in Illinois, so I came to Racine.
Okay.
I hit my dad like, "Man, Dad, I can't find a job up here. Maybe I can come down there." He like, "Cool, say no more." Bam, I come down here. First thing I do, I find a job.
Right.
Now I'm in there. We good. I'm at Sam's Club making $9 an hour. This is 2005, mind you. I'm pushing carts, right?
$9.
So $9. Hey. So everything good. And I kind of messed up. I did some stupid stuff.
Who didn't at that time?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I messed up. So cool. Fast forward, get past all the stupid stuff I did. I'm still staying with my dad. I'm working at Home Depot making $10 an hour. This is 2006. But now
taxes higher now.
But now I think because of the stupid choices I made, my dad like, all right, I need $200 every week, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks you get paid. Now, mind you, my checks is only $400 or $500, and I got to give you $2 of that.
And I'm still trying to go grab myself.
So yeah, I don't have a car.
I work 40 hours a week. I'm trying to look good.
I don't have a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This 2009?
No, this is 2006. 2006, 7.
Yeah. It was,
you know what I'm saying? Time. He gave me a car, but like I said, I messed up. He took that back.
See, and I get it from his. I can get where he would be coming from, because it's like, you out here doing dumb shit.
Most definitely.
So let me show you how our community will show you. All right, so you
but
fuck up?
instead of me giving you $200 for rent, why you couldn't say, give me $200 and I'm gonna save it for you?
Put it up, or not even. You ain't have to tell him.
Yeah.
You know, but you doing something.
Yeah.
You know, but
and I would have been fine with that. But then he like, okay, you got $200 rent.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend coming over, she got to be gone by 9.
Yeah.
You ain't finna be eating up everything in my house.
Yeah. She gotta go at 9.
So now you like, okay, so all these rules coming down the pipeline. So it's like, I told my girl, I'm like, we gotta go get our own. I can't keep doing this. I'm like, we could go get a 1-bedroom for $400.
So you know what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
$400.
Man, but and it's like I look at that today and I'm like, was I ready?
No.
Was I prepared?
No.
Because like I said, it's 2021. This was 2006, 2007. It's been 14, 15 years. and I feel like I'm in a great position right now. Mm-hmm. The whole parenting thing and becoming an adult is still hard because we still don't know what we're doing. Mm. You know what I mean?
We were never taught either.
Yeah,
it wasn't a regular conversation.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a sit down, man. You're gonna be an adult one day. You need to know about credit. You need to know about.
We ain't had that.
Yeah, there was none of that.
We
so
knew,
it's like
work hard, get a job.
That's it. That's what we seen.
Own this, get that.
Yeah,
you good.
Like I said, growing up at my grandma's house, my grandmother worked 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
She was grinding.
You know what I'm saying? She worked for the bus system, for the city bus. She drove the city bus. My grandmother worked 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it wasn't no, I'm waking you up for school. Your alarm better be set. Your ass late. They call me. I'm on your ass. When I get off work, y'all should be in 8, getting ready for bed. Time for school tomorrow. Type shit.
She was preparing y'all in her own way.
But then when you think, how do we change that? How do we change that philosophy from all these years of, I'm not saying that your grandma did it wrong or that your dad did it wrong or my sister did it wrong or my mom did it wrong or whatever the case, but it's like, how do we change that?
Like Rio said, maybe that's an everyday conversation. Not even every day. Maybe that's a weekly conversation or a weekly family sit down to prepare them for what's going to happen. I say it to y'all all the time. I think this generation coming up is fucking doomed. I don't care what we're going to do or how we're going to prepare them. I think they're doomed. Social media, the way the economy's going, this COVID, I think they're doomed. I hate to say it, but I feel like nothing we can do right now is going to prepare them for 2030. You know what I'm saying? So it's 2021 right now. I got a 13-year-old. What's that? 9 years. In 9 years, I have a 21-year-old.
My 16-year-old is doomed.
Yeah,
if she don't
you gonna have a what?
Man,
you gonna have a what? I say 9 years. You gonna have a damn near 25-year-old.
Because social media, that social media and all that shit is more influential than the parents.
It is.
And it's not that the parents ain't shit or ain't doing right. It's just that influence that social media and all that shit brings is just bigger. Mm-hmm. It's more powerful than hearing. Because I always tell like I always tell my wife, like when it comes to like this phone, like they are just
glued.
They're
it's a part of their life now.
It. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember back in the day when I was a kid, I would hear other kids be like, I'd be like, this is the way that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be that color. No. My mom said it was, or my dad said it was. Like, mom and daddy told them something. That's what that shit was.
That's what they went on.
I tell my kids something, they're like, no.
I'm Googling it.
This or TikTok or what. You be like, damn, I just told you what the answer was. But this phone is that mom and dad now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just motherfucker over here paying bills and giving you food and paying that damn bill for you to, because apparently they know right and I don't. Shit. Yeah, that shit is crazy,
the
man.
thing we lack in our community is, like you said, it's open communication.
Yep.
We come from an era where one much talking going on. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you gonna know what you need to know.
I was going to say, but you knew.
You knew.
You knew.
But if you asked a question, it was a fear of, I might get in trouble just for asking that question.
Yep.
So now it's kind of rolled over into this now.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of your daughter, your son now having that open conversation, like, Dad, you think such and such? He might not ask that question. Mm-hmm. She might not ask that question because they know y'all responses.
Yep.
But I can go to social media and get that answer all day long.
Because I remember growing up,
this person, that person.
Growing up, I couldn't ask my grandma, how much money you make?
You can't do that. now, even now, you ain't. I want that. Don't ask me how much I make.
Well, no, because Kanai and Nyla be like, Dad, like, how much you make? Like, you good? Like,
yeah.
But I can remember Kanai at 5 years old. I don't know where it came from, but Kanai asked, "What's your compensation?"
What the hell you hear this shit from?
And I'm just like, what?
he in preparation for 18.
Yeah,
he in preparation for 18. Saying
but see, like I talk to my kids, so I tell Kanai now, I got a promotion at work.
Yeah.
Well, what does a promotion mean? Well,
I got
promoted to a different position. I'm making more money. Well, how much money are you making now?
Right.
And I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But like I said, back then, my grandma ain't no way. Yeah, my grandma, I got promoted today. Y'all, we finna have a party. Oh, that's what's up, grandma. What, you know what? Well, I got a different position. I'm making more. How much you making? Yeah. Well, I'll punch you in your eye. You ask me something like that.
These lights pay. You got lights, don't you?
Yeah. You asking way too many questions.
Yeah. But how do you pay him? If I get out when if I have to get out when I'm 18, how do you pay them?
How you paying your light bill?
How do I pay those?
It's crazy. And
So I'm gonna get out and I don't even know how to do that.
But,
Yeah.
and I will say right now, a lot of times, and there's no manual to it.
No, there
as
ain't.
being a parent
There ain't.
and attempting to try to teach them that, because even right now with my 16-year-old, I believe she should be more advanced than what she is. And by sometimes talking to her, she frustrates the hell out of me where I don't want to talk no more. I'm trying to tell you something.
It's because your expectations are a lot higher.
You think so?
Yes.
Maybe I need to lower
Definitely.
them?
Not lower them,
Just,
but you gotta give
you
gotta
you
give
can.
her time.
okay, true.
You gotta give her time.
Yeah, because we talk and I'll be trying to tell her
Y'all
something.
at different points of the
and they don't
staircase.
get, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm done talking to you.
You can't do that.
Because you know what you done went through in life and what you done had to deal with, and you're trying to prepare her for that.
Exactly.
But in the same token, like you said, the social media is also preparing them for that. In a sense, that's what they run to when they got a question or they need an answer, or maybe they don't want to come to us and ask that question or answer, so they run there. So that's why they second guess us, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say you got to give her time, and that because I do this shit all the time, and it frustrates the hell out of me. Like, why did you just ask me that if you already went and Google searched it, and I just told you the same damn thing?
Because at the end of the day, your daughter, your son, they both trust you more than Google.
Mm-hmm.
They know they're gonna get a decent answer from Google.
They just try,
But they definitely gonna come to us.
But I want, because I'm part of you, so I respect that answer more. But when you say they because your expectation's so high, when hers ain't that high right now, so you get frustrated when she can't reach it. She's not gonna be able to reach it. As a matter of fact, she'll never reach the expectations that you have of her.
It's gonna change.
But you can't say, "Oh, I'm done."
Let me see you have a conversation.
No, you gotta roll the chair back.
You gonna come back? You gonna come back like Nate?
You right.
The hell you talking about? But you can't do that.
Show you right.
Can't do that, Nate.
Show
you
you
can't
right,
do that,
right. Show you right.
You see what I was talking about?
I think you just gonna take a step back.
It's the shit I was talking about right
What's her
there.
name?
Kiera.
You gotta say, you got Kiera.
Like shit.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Like I say, like, okay, so if our bills are $2,500 a month, this is what me and my wife are, attempting. And I heard this from my cousin, R.I.P. Corey. He told me what they used to do all the time. He would say, when somebody, if a family member or whatever needed help and wanted to come, if my bills are $2,900 a month, whether you're here, whether you here, my bills are still $2,900 a month. You come into my house, I'm doing you a favor because you need help, right? So come stay here. You stay here. If now my bills for this next month is $3,100 a month, you owe me $200.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to pay me to stay here. You just paying for yourself.
Right.
You can buy your own food or whatever, but if my electric bill is set to this, and I know some people don't go down to the T on how much your bills are.
But you know average.
But yeah, like usually I pay around this. Usually this is what I pay. If it goes up to this, that's you, because my off days and your off days may not be the same.
Yep.
Now you at home with these damn lights on all day, with the TV on, and I'm at work working. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the month, I got to pay this bill.
I need that.
But I didn't use them damn lights that day.
I need that $200.
And the day after that, the day after, or whatever days you off throughout that month. So and I think that's fair, and I still won't even do that to my kids. I think you could do that for someone that you like. You my right hand. So John, man, I'm going through something right now. Corinne done left me, man. I'm trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? If he did that to me, I can understand that. You don't owe me anything, but you're doing me a favor.
Right.
My kids, I feel like I owe that to y'all.
Most definitely.
I don't,
they don't owe us.
Yeah, like I brought you here. I need to get you ready to do what you need to do. So Kiera graduates, whether she chooses to go to college, and that's a whole nother discussion because I don't want her to go to college to rack up $80,000-$90,000 in debt.
In the upcoming episode, we're gonna talk about going to college.
Yeah, because it's like if you choose not to go to college, you choose to work, and we're doing projected, something that's right. You're doing things and you being productive on what you need to do, and you saving up money or whatever. And you coming in this house, you don't have to pay anything to just listen to me and help me. Let me help guide you to where you need to nest. You know what I'm saying? And when you come in here, this is how we gonna rock. So that's how we want to do it. And just say, hey, you're not gonna pay anything, but you're gonna do right. I mean, there's a right and a wrong way. You ain't gonna come and just wasting your damn money.
So we can agree that she's not ready to be put out by 18.
100%. I don't think no kid is.
I agree.
No kid.
I agree.
I mean, like even school don't teach us that.
No, don't teach us nothing about that.
You gotta have English class you gotta have like every year you gotta have an English class, and it's just same with math when you go to statistics, calculus, algebra, all that shit. When you do it, they have some kind of schools now that are starting to teach kids life lesson classes and getting out there on your own and shit like that, because there's not a lot of kids. There's not going to be no kids that had that same opportunity. It's just not going to happen.
Nope.
And they do teach that, but there's nothing like that in school. So when you go to get a college degree and all that, all you're doing is racking up debt. Like you did all this math and all that shit, and you go to the job and you're using a fucking calculator.
I know firsthand. I racked up a lot of debt. Got out with a degree. It was a great day, but then the next day was like, what I'm gonna do now? Like literally, what I'm gonna do now?
Where I'm going with this?
Like I thought I was guaranteed a job, like a job with this degree.
Or you get a degree and you're doing something that has nothing to do with that damn degree.
And majority of the time, that's how it is.
Yep. You making $15 an hour, and but
they're not telling
manager who has nothing to make it $27.
They're not telling you keep y'all kids that.
Not at all.
Exactly.
They saying go to college.
That's what I'm. Exactly.
But in other communities, the affluent ones, they saying go to college because now that kid, daughter, whoever it is, coming back to run the business.
Yep.
And that's why I say I need to be that boss, be that example for your kids to 100%. Say, hey, this is what you need to do. Go be a boss your way. We don't need to go. I mean, you can go. I mean, there's some things that maybe you could pay for a class or whatever that may teach you some things or whatever. But
ain't nothing like experience.
You see all these damn billionaires and shit with all this money. They don't got college degrees and shit. They came up with the damn people that created Snapchat. If I'm not mistaken, it was a damn college project that they were doing. It was a college project and it was a Snapchat. And that
sound like
shit
Facebook.
Blew the fuck up.
Yeah, look at it now.
That shit's crazy, man. So I mean, I hope that we could give. I don't know. I want to give her the skills to do right. I just don't want to. Like I said, them white folks, man, you stay here as long as you want to, Timothy.
There's another house on the property too.
And then they leave the house to their kid. Well, my dad left the house to me too.
Right,
but
it's paid for.
Yeah,
it's paid for already.
Because don't leave your kids in debt.
Or they leave you the house. You sell that damn house because you don't want the house. Now you got $150,000-$200,000
because that motherfucker was paid.
You know what I'm saying? And now, bam, you 24 years old with $150,000. Now you can go get your own house because you don't. I mean, some people don't want to live in that old house. They love it for the memories or whatever, but you go on and make your own memories with your family in your house and wherever you want to go or whatnot. And they continue to have that foundation built, and they continue going. And we start here. We end here.
We start lower than there.
Yeah, like they're going up this, and black people are like from our community, from what I've seen, and not all of them, but we start at 1 and we get ready to go to 2, and we stop at 1.5, and then we start back over with 1. Then we go up to 1.5, and then they're doing it to their kids, and we're never building. We're never going.
Let me ask y'all this: Why do black people hate on black people so much?
That's the question.
Because in our communities we only have but so much, so it's like a free for all. I need to get it before you get it, so then I could be empowered and I can be the one that you can come to me now. Now I feel like I'm above you. Now I feel like I'm helping you, doing you a favor. So we continues to compete against each other, but that was psychologically done from history. That's nothing new.
I hate that, man.
And it's just worse now. Well, it ain't worse now. It's just seen more now. Before it was happening, but now
there's one thing to be like, it's been fucked up for a while, but to see that it's fucked up, you like,
it's been there.
Oh my God, we really see this shit now.
So even the value of, with that being said too, the value of us coming together. If I didn't know y'all, even in the store or something, maybe y'all was at a register, y'all ain't have a few dollars or something. What would it be for me to be like, I got you? Now no more. We looking at you like, this man
broke as hell. Where he work at? Probably ain't got no job.
But he got J's on the thing.
But he got J's on.
Got declined, but you got $250 shoes.
But you got and they just came out Saturday. Now it's Sunday.
So we competing against each other all the time.
That's crazy.
Or what they do? Some people one up you now in 2021. They'll record it.
Oh,
he ain't got enough money for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it for him. Hey brother, I got you know.
And now you on Facebook with 550 likes, because
you did a good deed, but you was doing it for your own clout.
For your own clout.
You wasn't doing a good deed to do a good deed. You was doing a good deed for something else.
That's crazy, man. That's sad.
This is the world we live in, man. Like, or even you go on. How many times you been in a store, and it could be from different states that you're in or where you're from around the world or whatnot. But when you be in the store and you walk past somebody you've never seen before,
Yeah.
you make eye contact with them. Who gonna say what's up first?
It happens all the time. I speak. I'm
like because you'll be the person to say you gonna speak, but you'll notice if he wasn't gonna speak,
yeah.
you kind of like, yeah, he wasn't even gonna say.
He
shit.
wasn't gonna say nothing.
If I wouldn't say it, then he wasn't gonna say shit. I see that all the time, and I'm like, man, what's up?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know you. I'm just saying what's up. Like,
I'm not judging you from head to toe. What you just what's up? Going about my business. Like, you know, I mean, just
we compete all the time against each other.
It's sad, bro. So check it out. So I'm in Piggly Wiggly. I just went to get something quick. I was making egg rolls. Went to get something quick. Came up to like, I think it was like $30. Chick behind me. I'm talking about her. It was 2 of them. They had like 5 carts full of stuff. So I ring up the lady like, it'll be 30, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Go to take my card. Oh, girl looked up. She said, don't worry about that. Go ahead. You good. Go ahead. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, I'll pay for it. I got it. Don't. I'm like, no, I'm good. You ain't got to do that. She said, I got these fools down. Go on about your business. Ma'am, ring that stuff up with mine. And I'm like, I text my wife like, somebody just paid for my stuff at Piggly Wiggly. It was a girl.
Paid it forward.
And she was like, oh, okay. Okay. Never mind then.
But doing a good deed now, being like nice to people, that's shunned upon now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like I could do that. I do that all the time. Like at a Dunkin' or something, I'll get the coffee. Like I get the coffee for them too.
I'm so happy that shit don't happen to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, if I was going to get breakfast and my shit was $4.54 and they said, hey, so and so just paid it forward for you, that last car. They said, oh, thank you. I'll pay it forward. How much is it? $13. I planned on paying $8.47. $13. How much is they doing?
I ain't got caught with that one. I ain't got caught with that one.
That's the only downfall.
It scares them. It scares them.
Shit terrifies me.
The thing with that too,
broke the chain.
The connection.
The whole damn chain.
The thing about that is
man.
even what you did, it was a female doing it. So on the outside looking in, we looking like, oh, she trying to bust a move or something. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side, if we do that for a female and walk away, there's somebody who's gonna watch that and look at that and be like, oh, you own something.
He trying to pay for my damn food.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Now check it out. Now I've seen this chick twice since then. I seen her at.
You think she remember?
She did.
Okay.
So So when I seen her at the dollar store, she didn't remember. I remembered her. Now when I seen her at the gas station, she remembered me.
But did she remember you from the dollar store? Because she didn't remember you freaking say.
No, she remembered me from Piggly Wiggly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, and I just told Marcia this the other day. I'm thinking to myself like, is that God telling me I need to
pay it back?
Yeah. Is that karma? So. You know, I done seen this girl twice now.
You know what it was?
The first time you seen her, she had 5 damn carts.
She did.
Dollar Tree, I would have bought her shit.
That's the thing. No. I was leaving as she was coming.
Okay.
Now the gas, we were pumping gas at the same time. I just so happened to get out the car. She was already, going at the pump. Bam. But I'm thinking to myself now, like, is this guy telling you something? Like, bruh, come on now.
The question is, Rajon, when she paid it forward, did you pay it forward after that?
I have not.
Because he was before her.
Yeah, I was in front of her. She was behind me, so I wouldn't have been able to. But I even still, anywhere I've been, no, I haven't.
Okay, maybe that's
what I ain't never paid it forward either, ever.
I have.
I have never. I mean, I've done it once. I got caught.
You got an issue with that?
No.
Okay.
I have never been in a day where I would love to wake up in the morning one day and be like, you know what? Let me pay for theirs. How much is they bill? 23. Maybe next time. But no, I ain't never been in a position where they was like, hey, how much, how much is there? And they tell me like, and I'm like, I'm going to pay it forward today and hope that trend, I want to get like that. But I ain't woke up like that. Yeah. I ain't woke up like this.
But money ain't a factor, is it?
Depends. It ain't a factor.
No.
For me not to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I just ain't woke up and said, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me pay it forward.
Yeah.
I just never.
I'm gonna tell you
about that. That's crazy as hell.
I was gonna say I ain't never been in line and thought to myself like, let me pay for the. I ain't never. If I'm gonna do this, it's gonna have to be something like maybe I wake up that morning and be like, I'm gonna do it. That'll be my good deed for the day. But it's never something when I'm in line, especially like say I'm going to get dinner for for my wife and the kids. I'm at at McDonald's or something, I'm just trying to get through this long ass line, first of all, because they done already told me the ice cream machine broke, so I can't get a strawberry shake. I can't get my daughter a McFlurry. They done told me they don't take cars. I gotta pay cash only. Now I'm really pissed off.
You at the wrong place now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, they didn't piss me off, so I'm really not thinking about this nigga behind me because I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to get to the motherfucking crib. You know what I'm saying?
See, now I have been in a position where I would say I'm in line and you only got 2 things. You can go ahead in front of me.
Oh, definitely.
I've done that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's in a sense of just ain't
It is.
paying, but you know,
it's the same.
You know, it's just doing a good deed. Man, go ahead. I mean, you may be in a rush or whatever, and I got clearly more things than you. Go ahead. I've been in those positions, but when it comes to actually like somebody behind me and they got those 3 things, and I say, you know what? You go ahead, swipe your stuff, and I'll pay for it. I have never, ever.
It's why your question is relevant, because when it comes to if it's same situation, if it's another brother behind us, we like, oh no, you good, bro? Go ahead.
I got you.
You like for real? Like yeah,
like,
you good.
Everybody, what?
You good, man?
Yeah.
Like
there was no phones recording.
We weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, like
because we don't
exactly. Just go ahead, man. I got you. And, you know, and going forward, hopefully I remember.
No.
I want to start.
Don't remember. Just let it happen.
Yeah, because then I want to know if maybe he does that for somebody one time.
True.
And then that person he does it for, and then now we starting to build something and keep it going and not record it. Even if somebody comes along with that damn recording where I'm gonna record it, because they gonna come along.
Oh yeah,
you
know that.
But it's like just do it genuinely. Just do it. Like I mean, but I've never thought of. It's crazy to think about it now. I've never ever been in a store and thought, hey, I'm gonna buy that. Hey, I'm gonna pay it forward today. Or anything. I'm worried about what I got going on, selfish throughout that whole day.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's just normal. It's more. Yeah, it's more.
You still got your own priorities.
Yeah. When I think about it, I'm like, damn, I do be like.
Because some people will expect that over and over
for another 8 damn hours.
You know what I'm saying? That be our thing. Where we don't want to do nothing is because is this person gonna ask me for the same thing if I run into him again?
No,
the expectation is the same. That's just like giving somebody that's homeless a few dollars. They see you again.
Yeah. He gave me $2.
We were in Walmart. I want to say about 2 weeks ago. We were leaving out of Walmart, and this is black lady that I've seen around town over the years nonstop, and I can tell that there's something mentally wrong. She's not fully there. So, we were leaving. She was walking in. It was sort of close to by where customer service is, and she was like, "Excuse me, sir, ma'am, she said, "Mom, Dad." She called me. I swear to God, she's older than me. And that's how I knew something was wrong. But she walked past me over. She said, "Excuse me, Mom, Dad, can you buy me this sweater?" And I was like, I ain't gonna, I just, didn't think nothing of it. But it never dawned on me to be like, maybe she really needed that damn sweater. In my mind, I don't have time for your shit today. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like we're more conditioned like that instead of, this world would be a better place if people was just, if you think about like if it was a perfect world. If it was a perfect world.
The balance is good and evil, believe it or not. Yeah.
You gotta have that. I was gonna say, you gotta have this and this, or you don't got this.
It's just the evil is valued more and it's publicized
way more.
And I think another thing, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, is I leave from Milwaukee to come often. My mom lives in Milwaukee, so whether I'm dropping my kids off, going to visit or whatever, or even if we going to get something to eat and we're coming back, like sort of by like 27th, we get off the highway or whatever, there's always like homeless people around there. There's always homeless people. So, and I always see them and I'm like, even if they were a vet or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, they may just need a couple dollars today. They may be really hungry. I'm not one of them people that's going to be like, oh, if I'm going to give you $4 or $5, instead of giving you the money to go buy a pack of cigarettes, I'm going to go buy you the food. So, no, whatever you do, if I decide to give it to you, is whatever you do with it. But hold on real quick. But when I think about it, and I'll be like, okay, I've seen somebody, man, I should give them a couple dollars. But then I think, I'm going to be here next week. Am I going to have to do it again? Am I going to have to do it again? Am I going to, am I going to be the only one doing this? So it's like, I just keep my window up, man, and go on by my business.
Another way to go about it is instead of giving them the money, because all it could go to anything. It can go to drugs and all that.
But
that's where you don't want it. True.
Yeah, who are we to? I mean, so, decide to give them that money.
So what I do? You hungry? Looking to get something to eat? Oh, meet me over at the little taco stand right there. That's quick.
That's what I said. Like, I'll buy you something.
Meet me over there in like 5 minutes.
A lot of times they do. A lot of times people do.
And I got you.
Yeah, but I mean, and I feel like, who are we to be like, if I decide to give you $5, I'm one of them people that if I ask you, can I borrow $100? And you say, what for? If I told you that I'm gonna get this shit back to you? Why do it matter what the hell? Either you gonna get, because now my answer determines whether I get it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
because in our, from what we understand in our culture, what you need that
what you need $100 for?
Because your mama used to say,
yeah, what you need $100 for? Right now, my mama hit me right now. You got $20. I don't ask her what do you need it for. Like we had, I don't know, because it don't matter. You say you gonna give it back, as long as you give it back. Mm-hmm. What you do with it is what you do with it. You ain't going to smoke dope or not. Like, you know, so whatever you do with it is whatever you do with it. You know, like
I don't need
I don't need an explanation.
An explanation of what you going to buy.
You know, like but sometimes you say it out of concern. Somebody said, "Man, let me borrow $1,500." Damn, $1,500.
It's definitely who is it?
That's what I'm saying. It's a different type of way of what you're asking for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I mean, with $20, like, what you need $20 for? Like, depends on what you're really asking. What do I need the $20 for? Like, you $1,500, like, damn, I'm gonna give it to you. But by the way, what you need it? You know, like, you ain't gonna have that type of conversation. But if it was more of a mentality of, I'm still gonna give it to you, but just out of curiosity, what you need it for, as opposed to, damn, 15, what you need it for? Is this 15 really worth me giving it to you? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that. Like, do it matter?
So check it out. So Nate called me one day. Ran out of gas.
Hey, hold on, wait.
It's cold in the motherfucker.
Wait.
It's frosty.
I had this issue with my car, right? And the gas valve wasn't moved. Dude said it was gonna be like $250, $300 to fix it. And I was shopping around to see if I can get it for cheaper.
Right.
Because I'm like, I'm not trying to pay that for this little sensor on the damn gas thing. So I remember how much I had in this damn car. Now my wife took my damn car because I got the heated seats. So she an automatic starter. So I figured it was a certain place. It wasn't at that damn place. We on Ohio. I'm driving. We at the stoplight, jamming to my music. What the fuck? Like, I'm just at the place. People beeping at me like, nigga, wait. Damn it, shit. I had to call him. Go ahead, man. So I had to call him for gas.
But, okay, so yeah, he called me for gas. And I want to say I had... No. So I went and got gas. I didn't have none in my thing already. But I say that to say that I don't care what it is. I don't care what I'm doing, what time it is. If he called me, I'm there. I don't care what it is.
Absolutely.
How much it is. Yeah. If I got it, you got it.
Yeah. He brought me $8.57 in gas.
Okay.
And he paid me back $8.57.
I gave him $9 back.
And I was a little pissed off.
He got mad. I want $8.57. Like, yeah, weird.
That's how I am. I just like the exact amount.
I didn't give you $9. I gave like, nigga, I gave you.
I just like the exact amount.
I gave you a tip.
I took a picture of the gas thing after I put the gas in the thing. That was. I don't carry cash on me, but if I do, I try to spend the cash first before using my card. So, that was what was in my car. Like right now, I have $9 in my vehicle. $9. I have a 5. I have 4
That's probably the same damn $9.
They ain't been in there for
Shut up. So if I give somebody that $9,
paper or change?
That's paper. All paper. So if I give somebody that $9, I expect that $9 back. But like I said, what I say, if he called me for anything, it's gonna happen. But like certain people,
you weird.
You're weird. Certain people can't just call me for anything, and I it could be $10. Like, I don't.
But why is that though?
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
If it doesn't involve you going really above, like what I called you to do was above. It was cold outside. You probably like one thing I say is the greatest thing that we can hold is a peace. If we have when somebody fucks up your peace. Like, so you could have been at home peaceful. Like, it's one of them days
I was in my road.
And that nice person calls you and says, man, I'm stranded. And you really don't F with them like that. You like, shit, man, I don't
see,
I would, but
see, that's my thing. That's my thing. That's my thing. Check it out. I know it's a certain amount of people in here that call me and be like, what's good with you? How you doing?
Where it's going? The conversation you mean?
No.
Oh.
No. I know it's a certain amount of people in my phone. Let's say I got 500 contacts.
Okay.
I know it's 3 contacts in my phone that'll call me and check up on me. I know it's 3 people in my phone that I'll talk to damn near every day. I know it's 3 people in my phone that I can call and say, I'm stuck on the side of the road. I need help. Out of 500 contacts, I know it's 3 people in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So when the 39th person in my phone called me and say, man, I need $50. Maybe not. I ain't got it. I ain't no money.
But you do got it.
I do got it, but I ain't got no money.
Like now, one thing I will say, if you knew that you weren't gonna get that money back, like there's some people
that's that 39. I don't know if
like,
I don't know if I'm gonna get it back.
If you really, you kind of get that feel for people on like if they give me the money.
Hey, hold on. Another thing though, all that stunting and on Facebook, I don't. Don't let me see that. And you calling me asking me for money.
But again, it could.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Nope. It could be. Man.
Nope.
You could go through some shit.
Nate, I dare you to do like this on Facebook and call me for some money.
I ain't gonna ever do that shit. I have done it. Well, I ain't put it on the arm. That wasn't back. But I have kind of like held it up to the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
But don't, now, like I said, don't on Saturday you like this and Sunday you like, bro, I need $5.
Yeah.
But I mean, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm selfish with my money,
which is all right.
And I hate to say it like that because my mama could call me and be like, Rajon, can you buy me a pack of cigarettes? No, you don't need them. Stop calling me about cigarettes, man.
Yeah. See, that's. I mean
he ain't wrong.
He did it before. If it's a consistent thing,
it is.
That's what
he did. The deed already. Deed is already. It's enveloped up. It's done.
Nope. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's wrong with giving them that?
You can't reopen the deed. It's already done.
Nope.
But I mean, so is it a limit on how many deeds?
Yes.
Especially for what Ray John is saying, because he then ended it with, "You don't need them."
Mm-hmm.
Ain't good if you
Nate,
know
if
it.
you call me for gas every week, come on, man.
Then I get it. But again, I mean that's different because at that point it's like, hey, you got to make sure you got gas in your car, bro. Like but like,
but then some people look at me like, boy, that's your mama.
Yeah,
my mama don't need them cigarettes though.
Because I say, okay, if you need $30 or whatever, maybe you need it for whatever you need it for. That's not a necessity, but a want, whatever, and you just don't have the money. If I have it to give to you and you give it back and it doesn't, affect anything with me, I just don't get it. Like I maybe because I've been in that position to where I've been doing
that makes sense.
So much fucked up shit with my money, and then you ask somebody for something and they're judging you. It's just like
well, the beauty of this show is we all got a different perception, so you just get your perception on it.
Yeah,
but it might not correlate with mine.
Yeah, exactly.
We might disagree, but we can agree on that.
Exactly.
But I understand what you're saying.
Like, damn, that's what again. I don't like. Hey, I need to borrow this or whatever. Now, I'm not in that position anymore as much as I was before. But, just be like, hey, man, let me borrow that. What you need that for, man?
Because you know what it was like to be on the side.
Goddamn, man. Like, you gonna
check it out.
And it wasn't for like I was going to smoke dope. Like, bruh.
Check it out.
My bills, I'm living like this. We seen this thing on there that said, and Corinne sent it to me, I sent it to him. And it said the bank tells you that you can only afford a mortgage of $650 a month, but you pay $1,100 in rent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where does that make sense?
It doesn't make sense, and that's where we at, man. Like, that's where we at as a people, and it's crazy because it's like I did so much fucked up shit to try to borrow this little money because my living expenses were right here, but my money was coming in right here. So that's why I needed you. I needed you to get me to here. I'm gonna give it back to you, but that's I can't get I don't know how to get myself up to here yet. I think that's where that was that issue, man. That's our people, man.
You weren't taught that.
I wasn't.
All you was taught to do is just work harder. But what does that mean, though?
Exactly, and that's what it did. I went to working in the bank, and I'm saying like that. That's what really changed me, man. To make me have a different outlook on things because I seen people coming into the banks with $60,000-$70,000. You start building this rapport with people, and some a lot of them were like older white people or whatnot. And I see, and you build these relationships with people, and you talk to people, and you get a financial perspective to help them based off of what I was trained from these companies, and they're like, oh, this is what I do, and I get this to my kids, or I got this beneficiary set up for them, and I'm trying to teach them this. So as it takes for me an hour to open up your account, now I'm talking to you for an hour on so much things within your life, and I'm peeling back that onion, getting so much more information out of you, and then the next week you come in because you got a little bit of issue or whatever. Dude, now I'm talking to you another 20 minutes, and hey, I'm following up on what happened with that last conversation that we had, and learning more about you. And I've seen so many of these people have all this money, and how they created this foundation and built it for their kids or whatnot, and then I see my people come in, and I have them different type of conversations with them, and I'm not having them same type of conversations that I'm having with them other folks.
Of course not.
And you were taught that because it was you weren't.
Do you think that as many times as we've gotten together as far as families, I'm a big person on this, where we can get together for all these different barbecues and celebrations, but it's like, are we having conversation? What are we talking about?
Exactly.
We all together now. I know even the worst auntie, the worst uncle, the cousin, they got something I can use. But we don't never sit amongst each other and have a conversation. We just kind of eat.
Tiptoe around it.
Or we enjoy just that moment or whatnot. Or we're not having that productive conversation on our future, on what we can do better.
No, we don't know that. You said 18, get out. It's like, how do I pay the light bill?
Exactly.
I don't know how to do that. Who I go to, who I contact. How do I save my money? How do I budget my money? I don't even know about credit.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only thing I knew about credit was my mom would get credit cards. She would throw them away. Yep. So that's what I thought it was to do.
Joints up.
I taught my mom about credit.
Man, I had no idea. Still kind of learning. Still learning taxes. Learning all business. I'm 35
now. I started teaching my mom about credit when I was like 26.
So she never knew it.
She never knew it.
And it was.
And I knew it because I was working in the bank.
The trend was supposed to keep rolling.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm teaching her about it, which is now I got to say, okay, so since my mom wasn't taught, she couldn't teach me. So now I have to start from Kiera, Sanaya, Nathan, and keep it going down. They got to do it to their kids, and that's my hope. I can start. This is where I have to start. This is where I got to build our foundation.
Had we only known about some credit,
man, for real.
If I would have known, man,
like we thought, I thought no credit, I'm straight.
Yeah.
You walk in.
No, because you were taught as a man, deal with cash. Give it cash.
That's all you saw.
You know, you do this. You know, you a man. You do cash. You know, man, cash, money talks.
Hey, I
you know,
kid you not.
My dad be walking like a motherfucker, boy.
Hey, wow. My dad used to have 2 wallets. Okay, I kid you not. One was a regular wallet, IDs, that type. The other one was the bankroll wallet. I always knew when he dropped me off on the weekends how much money I was getting depending on what wallet he went for. Now, if he went for the wallet with the when his pocket was sticking out like this,
you like, yeah.
I was gonna eat good for lunch that next 2 weeks.
This might be a good look.
On the real. But I knew if he went to this wallet, I'm probably getting 10, 20.
I'm gonna have to come back to you the next day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we have to revisit this conversation.
Yeah,
we're trying
but
to
it was like you said, cash was king.
Cash was king.
But so even then, when you got the money, then whatever age you were, you didn't know to let me put $5 away.
Not at all.
Candy store,
man.
And if you was in high school, you had to be fresh.
I was going to say, yeah, most definitely. And when I was little, I forgot them in my pocket. My mama washing clothes. Now that's her $20. Now that's her $10.
Oh, that was the lick right there.
Yeah,
wash
that's
clothes.
And the great thing is that's one thing I've never done for my kids. I got my kids' accounts where me and Corinne control, everything, and we see everything. And Kiera has her money put to where we take a certain amount out and put it to a savings account. I've been doing it for every single check she's gotten, and not once. And I'm gonna say I've never been in a position, but sometimes you be like, "Damn, I wish I had a couple dollars." Woo, never taken nothing out that account.
Never.
I said I'm gonna put it back. Never once, but shit, it was done to me.
You know the other side. The other side.
That's the other side. Hey, I try to teach them about money, and I swear to God, they're so good. But Nyla's to the point, bro. Like,
she owe me $5 still.
You better stop saying that, okay? You leave my daughter alone.
She got bankroll.
I swear to God, Nyla got her money stashed away in her room, but when I tell you Nyla got a knot, I'm talking about a knot. And don't get Nyla, can I borrow $5? And I'd be like,
she tell him no. Like he's like, I'm finna go ask her just to joke around, like, and I'm gonna try to make it seem like I'm for real. Like, let me get a couple dollars. Look how stingy she is.
Nyla don't play.
She'd be like, no.
Now if I be like,
money?
Yeah, but now if I be like, Nyla, I need to go grab some milk. Can I get $5? Oh yeah, here you go, Dad. When you gonna pay me back? Swear to God, first thing come out her mouth.
When do I get it back?
Yep.
Believe it or not, at her age, it's a good value though.
Oh yeah,
most definitely. Say no.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Before you
And
you should.
she got it.
Sanaya, okay, so Sanaya gets paid for doing chores around the house. Kiera has a job, so Kiera money stretches a little bit longer than Sanaya money. No, Sanaya money is stretched longer than Kiera because Kiera sees something. She's like, I need this, I want that, but I got these responsibilities. Oh, I got this. I need this. I want this. Sanaya be like, how much is it gonna cost? Do I get change back? Like, who likes getting change? Like, I give you it costs 16, and she like, I'll wait. Like she will not do it. Like I'll be like, bruh, like she came in the room this morning and was like, I want to download Evil Within. She was like, but it's gonna take up 69% of my hard drive. That's too much.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
she did all, but she
I think she's on the right. She gonna be the stingiest.
No,
man.
The expectation,
man. Hey, Nathan spent his money on Robux all day. All day. I gotta limit him. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna give him $5 this week because it's going to Robux. I'm not gonna keep. You know, what I'm saying? If I give you 20, I know where it's going. Like, you probably get $5, bro. You don't need
that $5 gone.
That $5 is gone. Kiera with her money, I take what I take, and I tell her just try to. She asked me one day. She said, "Did you and mommy, when you guys were working, did y'all have money by the time you were getting paid?" I said, "No." But she was like, "Well, do you get mad?" No, listen, we didn't. And that wasn't right. Mm-hmm. This is why I want you not to. Exactly. You don't want to go check to check. You don't want to. We did that. Like it was. I went paycheck to other paycheck. I tell people all the time because Friday when that check was coming, it was Tuesday. That check was already gone. I'm looking for the next payday and what I can move around to make it to there because I know the money's gone. I'm trying to keep your money. So I ain't gonna be good when she starts.
We was taught that though. Moving the money around because it was always check.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
I grew up. Well, see, now what I will say, how we was just talking before we started rolling. My dad was different, but I didn't know that. Remember we was talking about if your dad was there and was like so. My dad helped savings, money, left me a house, everything. But by the time he died when I was 11. When I got 14, 15, 16, when now I'm starting to understand some of this stuff and I may be getting ready to get my job. I had somebody to show me that never was because he did everything. I told my wife this the other day. We had a conversation. I said, I can't even fault my mom for not knowing because from the time I'm 35, for 35 years, I've never seen my mama with a full-time job because my dad did everything. He was the breadwinner. He was the head honcho. So he did everything. When he died when I was 11, my mom ended up getting Social Security for him. She got Social Security for me. She worked a little part-time job, and did her other little job. She did, and I can't even say she didn't work full-time because she did foster care, she did daycare, but that wasn't what we say a full-time job of going to go punch a clock. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit different because the kids asleep during the night or whatever the case may be, but she never had that. He did all of that, but I was never taught that because he was gone by the time, I was too young to even know that. Yeah. But he had savings. He had all of that. Cash was king, but he left me money from when I turned 18. He died when I was 11. I couldn't touch the money till I was 18. Right. It went to a trust fund. So I had to wait till I was 18. That money was gone by 19 and a half. What? You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
You saw it. You was like, oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine right now if you got $15,000 right now. What would you do?
I'm investing.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
When I got it, when I turned 18.
Finna turn up.
I had my first pair of Timbs.
Wheat Timbs?
Wheat Timbs. I had my first pair of Wheat Timbs, man.
You got the cleaner to go in the brush?
There was no more lugs. I wasn't wearing lugs.
Hey, lugs was alright.
Lugs was alright. Lugs was alright because you couldn't get the Timbs.
Or them Jodeci joints from Walmart.
Hey, them lugs was heavy.
Man. Heavy as shit. And that's how it was, man.
You see Moss come to the center outside, right side, hooping in them.
You couldn't wait to come in there with your chins
knocking with your tongue out.
You got the tongue out, you holding on to your gym shoes. Like, I got bust y'all. I got my Timbs on too. Like, you was a whole new person. The swag was different, man. you couldn't, man. That's how it was. We weren't taught that, man. So imagine that, like, if you give me $15,000 now. Oh boy, be a whole different ball game. Right?
You already
know. A whole different ball game, and I got it in. And like, if that were to happen now, I want my kids to be in a position to get right, like
to reap
or at least know the right thing to do as opposed to not knowing. I've seen people die and have beneficiaries, and I know that money finna be done for. Mm-hmm. Like, you finna get this money, you finna fuck this money up.
Yeah.
But we as a people, I just feel like we need to do better, man.
Communication got to change.
Yep.
And sitting amongst each other, listening got to change.
Yep, definitely.
Being able to agree to disagree got to change.
Mm-hmm. And don't take everything as a
correct.
Like you're talking down, like they're talking. You gotta
correct.
Like it's definitely a fine line between criticism and constructive. Like it's such a fine line, and I swear to God,
I'm not making fun of you. I'm trying to make you feel bad.
Yeah, but we take it as you criticize
because some people do that because when it's constructive criticism and it's coming from somebody that ain't constructing nothing.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
This the
pot calling the
kettle black. Like, bro,
get your ass away from me, man.
This ain't the crackhead telling me to go to Ed. Telling me to go. Oh, shit. This ain't the drunk nigga telling me to go to meet and say, hey, man. Like, that's how it be, man.
So it should be a duty amongst us somehow, some way. We got to gather more. We gotta break bread more. We gotta talk more. Yep. We gotta get amongst each other more instead of it just being something about pleasure and fun.
Yep.
You can still have fun,
definitely, but you can make moves while having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff can be taken care of while having fun.
Yeah.